Ever wondered what it takes to become a modern-day footballing giant? To shatter records and redefine what it means to be a striker? Well, today, we're re-diving deep into the incredible story of a player who has done just that, Erling Braut Haaland. From the quiet fields of Norway to the roaring stadiums of the Premier League, his journey is a masterclass in talent, dedication, and an unstoppable will to win. Born on July 21st, 2000, in Leeds, England, while his father was playing in the Premier League, Erling Haaland's destiny seemed written in the stars. But his roots are firmly planted in Bryn, a small town in Norway where he moved at the age of 3. Football was in his blood. His father, Alfie Haaland, was a well-respected professional footballer who played for clubs like Nottingham Forest, Leeds United, and Manchester City. Growing up in such an environment meant that from a very young age, Erling was immersed in the world of football. It wasn't just a game, it was a way of life. The passion was ignited early, and it burned with an intensity that would soon capture the world's attention. Haaland's official football journey started at his hometown club, Bryn FK. He joined their academy at just 5 years old, and it quickly became clear that he was no ordinary talent. Coaches at the academy still talk about his incredible focus and determination, even as a young boy. While other kids were just having fun, Erling was already training with a purpose. He wasn't just fast. He possessed a rare combination of explosive speed, raw power, and an almost intuitive understanding of where the goal was. He flew through the youth ranks, consistently playing against older and bigger opponents, and consistently outshining them. By the age of 15, he was already making his senior debut for Bryn's first team in the Norwegian second tier. While he didn't score in his 16 appearances, the experience of competing against seasoned professionals was invaluable. It was a tough learning curve, but it forged the resilience that would become one of his trademarks. His potential was undeniable, and it wasn't long before bigger clubs came calling. In February 2017, at the age of 16, Haaland made a pivotal move to Molde FK, one of Norway's top clubs. Here, he was reunited with a manager who would play a crucial role in his development, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The former Manchester United legend saw Haaland's raw potential and took him under his wing. Solskjaer worked closely with him, refining his finishing technique and sharpening his movement off the ball. He taught him how to be a more clinical, intelligent forward. The results were spectacular. After a quiet first season, Haaland exploded in his second year at Molde. The defining moment came in a match against SK Brann, the league leaders at the time who were unbeaten. A young Haaland scored 4 goals in the first 21 minutes of the game, leaving defenders and spectators absolutely stunned. It was a statement performance that announced his arrival on the national stage. He finished the season as Molde's top scorer, and his reputation as Norway's most exciting young talent was cemented. Scouts from all over Europe were now taking very serious notice. The next logical step was a move to a bigger European league. In January 2019, Haaland joined Austrian champions Red Bull Salzburg, a club renowned for developing world-class young players. This is where the world truly began to witness the Haaland phenomenon. His impact was immediate and devastating. In the Austrian Bundesliga, he was simply unstoppable, scoring goals for fun. But it was his performance in the UEFA Champions League that turned him into a global sensation. On his Champions League debut against Genk, he scored a first-half hat-trick. He went on to score in his first 5 consecutive Champions League matches, a feat only ever achieved by legends of the game. He scored against Liverpool at Anfield and twice against Napoli. He was a teenager terrorizing the most elite defenses in world football. His combination of blistering pace, incredible physical strength, and ice-cold finishing was unlike anything seen before. In just 27 appearances for Salzburg, he scored an astonishing 29 goals. Every major club in Europe wanted him. The winter transfer window of 2020 saw one of the most intense bidding wars for a young player in recent memory. Manchester United, Juventus, and many others were vying for his signature. But Haaland and his team chose Borussia Dortmund. a club with a fantastic track record of nurturing elite talent in the competitive German Bundesliga. It proved to be another masterstroke. If people thought his Salzburg form was a fluke, Haaland quickly proved them wrong. On his debut for Dortmund, he came on as a second-half substitute with his team trailing 3-1 against Augsburg. He scored a hat-trick within 23 minutes to turn the game around and secure a 5-3 victory. It was the stuff of legends. His time at Dortmund was a relentless highlight reel of spectacular goals. Acrobatic volleys, powerful headers, lightning-fast sprints leaving defenders in the dust. He had it all. He formed a lethal partnership with players like Jadon Sancho and became the undisputed focal point of Dortmund's attack. In his 2.5 seasons with the German club, he scored an incredible 86 goals in 89 appearances. He won the German Cup and established himself not just as a promising youngster, but as one of the very best strikers on the planet. His Zen celebration became iconic, a symbol of his calm, focused, and deadly nature in front of goal. The question was no longer if he would move to one of Europe's super clubs, but when, in the summer of 2022, the moment arrived. Manchester City, the club his father had once played for, activated his release clause, bringing the Norwegian phenomenon to the Premier League. The expectations were sky high. Could he adapt to the most physically demanding league in the world? Could he fit into Pep Guardiola's intricate tactical system? Haaland answered those questions with an avalanche of goals. His impact was instantaneous and historic. He didn't just adapt, he dominated. He broke the record for the most goals in a single Premier League season, scoring 36 goals in just 35 games, smashing a record that had stood for nearly 3 decades. He seemed to score a hat-trick every other week, transforming an already formidable Manchester City side into an unstoppable attacking force. His physical presence, combined with his intelligent movement and ruthless finishing, gave City a new dimension they had been missing. He was the final piece of the puzzle. In his very first season, he led Manchester City to a historic treble, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the coveted UEFA Champions League. He was the top scorer in both the Premier League and the Champions League, solidifying his status as the best striker in world football. His celebrations, roaring with passion in front of the City fans, showed just how much it meant to him. He wasn't just a goal machine. He was a winner who had come to conquer. But what makes Erling Haaland so special, beyond the staggering statistics, it's his mindset. He possesses an elite mentality, a relentless drive for self-improvement that is truly rare. He's famously meticulous about his diet, sleep, and recovery, treating his body like a high-performance engine. He studies the game, he works tirelessly in training, and he is always hungry for more. This dedication is what separates the great from the legendary. Off the pitch, he has a charismatic and sometimes quirky personality that has endeared him to fans worldwide. He's known for his short, direct answers in interviews, but also for his infectious smile and clear love for the game. He connects with fans, he signs autographs, and he understands his role as an inspiration to millions of young boys and girls who dream of following in his footsteps. From a small town in Norway to the very pinnacle of European football, Erling Haaland's journey has been nothing short of breathtaking. He is a force of nature, a striker who is rewriting the history books one goal at a time, and the most frightening part for defenders, he is still just getting started. The legacy of Erling Haaland is being built right before our eyes, and it is a spectacle to behold. This is Erling Haaland, the Viking conqueror, the goal-scoring phenomenon, the superstar leading the charge at Manchester City. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Haaland's career, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another story. Let us know in the comments which player you want us to cover next. Until then, take care.